Hi everybody and welcome back. I would like to start today's lesson by thanking you for the amazing feedback and reaction you have had to this course. I started this course in October of 2025, hoping that I would help folks get a better hand of the test that is coming in a couple of months. I know that there are not a lot of materials and practice tests available at the moment, but be patient, stay tuned. I'm going to do a lot of lessons on how to practice. So in those lessons, I will tell you how to use AI to kind of replicate questions and have the same experience as the test. But let's first make sure we talk about all parts of the exam, and then we can deal with that as well. So without further ado, let's get to the next part of the listening section, which is announcements and talks. You will answer questions about announcements and academic talks. This is a familiar experience from TOEFL. We had similar questions back in 2024 and even before that. So there are already similar questions from previous versions of the test that you can use as practice. But remember, in the new version of TOEFL, we will have modulated questions where we have module 1 and module 2. So module 2 might be more difficult, might be a little bit more difficult. It's going to change for different people based on their performance in the first part. Now, basically what happens is simple. You will hear an announcement. The main difference between this version of TOEFL and previous ones is that these announcements are shorter. So you hear an announcement. For example, this is what you hear. You will hear a man giving an announcement. And before you get to the question, I'm just going to make it easy for you. Remember, it is an announcement. So in this announcement, just like we had it in the reading, there is some important change or important notification or something that people should take into consideration. So there might be instructions, there might be things that people need to do after hearing this announcement. So these are the things that you need to listen to. When you're listening to this announcement, and you're taking notes, which is the most important part, take notes of hows and whys and whats. What is the purpose of this announcement? What is this announcement going to achieve? Who is giving this announcement, and who are they giving this announcement to? So, for example, when you're taking notes, you write that this is an announcement by a manager given to employees or students, and then these are the two instructions that are given in the announcement. So these are the things that you need to take out of that announcement. And if you look at the question, you see that exactly what you need to do. As always, it is, what is the announcement about? What is the goal of the announcement? Why does the professor mention Dr. Pullman's popularity? Again, you have all of these verbs. The talk is similar, but it's going to be a little bit longer. It's a lecture given by a professor in a class, usually a general class at an undergraduate level, or it's part of a radio program or a podcast, which is a new change in TOEFL. In this example that we have here, it's part of a podcast. This is why I recommend people to listen to a lot of podcasts on a daily basis, because that is the world we're living in today. You will hear the host and the guest, which is usually a professor or an expert in a field talking about a specific topic. Once again, it's all about your notes. What is the purpose? Who is the possible audience of this talk? You can infer it or you can get it from the recording. All of these notes will come in handy later when you're answering the question. Look at here. What is the topic of the talk? Remember, these options may be close to each other, may sound similar, but they're not the purpose of the whole lecture, the purpose of the whole talk. So make sure the word that you choose represents the whole talk. And then you get to specific references and other whys and hows that you should definitely take notes of. So I recommend to my students, when they're practicing for such cases, always pay close attention to the question. So for example, why does this speaker mention a movie? What does this speaker say about her walk in the park? And then they can use their notes to answer the questions. A few reminders. You have limited time to answer each question, so do not waste a lot of time. Use your notes, focus on the question, and you choose the best answer. The thing is, and remember, when you click next to go to the next question, you will not be able to return to the previous question. So make sure that you give it your best shot in the time that is given to you. And as always, we hear the recording only once. So a lot of practice is necessary beforehand for you to have a good performance in the test, regardless of your English knowledge. And remember, the second thing which matters the most here is taking notes, taking a lot of notes, taking a lot of good notes. It's a great skill. Once you get a good hand of this, you see how these notes will help you answer the questions. All right, folks, this is about the final section in the listening. What I want you to do now is click the link in the description, go do this test, share your results with me, and let's see how well you did. And then I will tell you how to practice from there. Based on your performance, you can realize what is your strength and weaknesses are and what you need to do in the next step. Sometimes doing the same questions again and again and again may not really help you. You need some advice. So I'm here, reach out to me and I'll help you out. Thank you very much, everybody, and I'll see you in the next lesson.